Welcome back, boys and girls. And today I'm making a video because I want to get some advice from you hunters out there about my muzzleloader bullet. Now, this is the bullet that I'm using. It's 223 grain, a copper bullet, and I use 100 grains of black powder. I've always had a very good luck with the copper bullets. Now, problem with the copper bullets is that it doesn't leave a big holes, so it's really hard to find a blood trail. But as for the internal organ, it just grinds everything out inside, and you'll find a lot of blood accumulated inside the thorax cage, so they expire really quickly. Now, only problem with the copper bullets in black powder is that when you shoot, it creates so much smoke, you can't really see which way the deer ran.
Matt. Matt.
Even though I have my scope in power 5 or 6, after I shoot, I can't see anything because of smoke. As soon as I shoot, I like to lift my head up and try to see which way the deer ran. And so far, it has worked for me. But the problem is now I'm trying to self-film myself, having the camera attached to my scope. After I shoot, I try to follow the deer with the scope. So I'm not really lifting my head up. And there's a chance I might not see which way he ran. And in Virginia, we got so much trees and brushes and vines. It's jungle out there. And if you don't know which way he ran, you might never find the deer. Actually, there's a better chance you won't find it than you'll find it. And my wife prefers me to use a copper bullet because of lead poisoning. I know it's not a big deal, but you know how it is. She's very cautious about what we eat. So at this point, I'm thinking, do I change it to lead bullet? Or do I use heavier copper bullet? Or do I use 150 grain of black powder? Maybe that might give a better penetration, giving a better blood trail. I'm not sure. 2 years ago, I shot that big 8-point buck.
Matt. I'm pretty sure he was standing right here when I shot it. But for some reason, I'm not seeing any blood drops. Maybe it didn't penetrate all the way. But I saw him flipping way up there. So I'm just gonna go up there and look for the deer itself. I still don't see any blood drops. That's really weird, man. Yeah, I see the buck. It's right there. Huh. Well, I see some blood here. There's blood here, but there's a big old buck laying here. Okay. It is 8-point buck. Oh, look at the size of him, man. He's humongous. Oh my God, this guy's big. How am I gonna carry him out? I don't know if you could see this or not, but this guy's humongous. Oh my God, this guy's big. Well, I'm gonna have a hell of a time dragging this sucker out. Look at the neck on him.
Okay, just to show how big this guy is. I'm 5'10" and a half, and this guy's humongous. I'm telling you, this guy weighs probably about 250 even after the field dressing. And again, there was no blood trail where he was shot. But I was lucky enough to see that buck running up after the smoke cleared by lifting my head off from the scope, and so it flipped. So I knew where he was. And when I got to the spot where he laid, right around there, I was able to find some blood trail. Now, same with this 4-point buck that I shot. At this point, I was really thinking, should I take it or not? Because I was looking for a meat, but this is kind of iffy. But knowing that this is a really good eating deer, I decided to take a shot if it gives me a chance.
I shot him right there. And then after the smoke cleared, I had a glimpse of him going into that woods right there. So I'm hoping he should be laying there somewhere. I know I shot him right here, right next to this tree. But I wasn't able to find any blood trail. Now, problem with the copper bullet is it's devastating, but because it has such a small hole, it doesn't leave a whole lot of blood. So I was looking around, and I don't know if you could see it, but right up there I see him laying there. Oh man, it's jungle everywhere. Yeah, he didn't go far. I hope you could see this. It's right there. It's only a 4-point, but this should make a good eating. It's a perfect shot. That's the entrance, so that's exactly what I was aiming for. I'm gonna show you how big this bug is. I'm 5'10" and a half, and it's a good sized body bug, but it doesn't smell because it's not rotting yet. It's still a young bug, so it just tastes good, and it should give us a lot of meat. I couldn't find any blood trail where he was shot. And again, I was lucky enough to barely see him from the corner of my eye where he ran up. And when I got to the spot where I shot him, there was no blood trail, nothing. And looking toward the hill where he ran up, I was able to see that big old belly laying. And those two bucks didn't go more than 20 yards, probably maximum 25 yards. So I know copper bullets does really good job. Only problem is with a black powder, because of the smoke, I can't really see which direction it runs. Now with a modern rifle, I have no problem because I can literally see them which way they ran. And because copper bullet is so devastating, they all usually fall within 20 yards of where they got shot. So it's not a problem finding it. At this point, I'm even thinking about shooting at the shoulder blade and hitting the lungs with it so it would expire quickly. But my biggest concern is that black powder tends to shoot differently if it has motions inside. I'm not sure how precise I could shoot. Like on a Halloween morning, we had rain night before and everything was wet. And my biggest concern was, is my black powder dry enough? And because I like this bullet so much, I bought 4 boxes of them. So I still have a lot of them. I could probably last another 5 seasons without buying it. But at this point, I'm thinking it might be worth buying some new bullet versus losing a deer. So tell me what you guys think, or what your experiences are, or how you solve this problem, and I'll really appreciate it. And lastly, like always, thank God for what you have. Enjoy life with what you got, but mostly, when you don't have the answer, ask around. See you.